Welcome to LED City's Digital Messaging Center tutorial. First, we're going to start by going to the ledcityusa.com website. From here, we'll go to the Services tab, and we'll go to the Downloads page. Once we're at the Downloads page, we'll see a folder called Single or Tricolor Sign Software. We'll open up this folder, and we'll see there are 3 downloads. The first one is for the system requirements, and the second one is going to be your first install of the drivers. We'll go on and install the first driver, and we'll save the file. And once we've completed the download, we'll go on. Once the install shield is powered up, we can go on and advance through. And the driver is installed. Give it just a minute to come up with the finished screen. And we'll click Finish. Next on the list is the single and tricolor sign setup. Go on and download this. We'll save this file also. And give it a minute to download. Once it's complete, we can open it up. We'll go on and select our language, and we'll advance through. From here, you can select the file that it installs to. For Windows 7 and Vista 64-bit systems, it's going to be x86 program files folder. Otherwise, the installer will detect the 32-bit system and install into the regular programs files folder. We'll go on and advance through. And we can click to create a desktop icon. We'll go on and select that. Here's our install summary. We'll go on and install from there. And it'll select Run the application. We'll go on and run it. And we'll click Finish. When we open up the software, it's going to look something like this. Go to File, New, and select a new program, and then it should come up just like this. At this point, we're going to connect our USB port that we have connected to our sign, and we're going to plug it into the computer. Gives you the sound, and you'll notice here that it's installing the device driver. We're going to give that just a few moments, and then it'll come up here with a COM port. This one, in this case, is COM 3. And at this point, we can go to the Tools menu and select Search Panel. It's going to automatically scroll through the COM ports, and it found ours on COM 3, just like we saw. And it's going to give you the baud rate and the name of the controller. Go on and click OK. And from here, all the properties for the panel have been assigned. The controller type, the color, the name of the panel you can always change. But first, we'll go to our first program, and we will insert text. When we right-click, we'll see that there are a few options here. We can delete the program altogether, we can add a new one, we can add a new window inside of this program, or we can add an RTF. This stands for Rich Text Format, and for most messages and text, this is the one you're going to want to use. I can encourage you to play around with all the options. The more you learn about the software, the more capabilities you will explore. But for this tutorial, we're just going to cover the first part. Here, it opens up with the default welcome. We're just going to select down here in the properties options. Make sure we first select text. It'll say text 1 here under program 1. And then our properties panel will change to the text properties. We'll go on and change this to Hello World. And you can see in the preview panel, my preview panel is assigned just for my screen. Just like when you do the tools and search panel, it'll set up that screen for the preview panel. So if your text is outside of the box, it's going to be outside of the box on the sign. So easy way we can fix that is we'll lower the font. We'll bring this down to, actually, let's change the font. Let's change the font. I have a nice Arial narrow right here. And we see we get the whole text in the screen. We could either center it up and keep that side, but we want to make use of both the top, the bottom, and all the sides. So what we'll do is we'll go back here and we will increase the font size. I'll increase it to 11. That looks good. From here, we can select an animation, and let's try a flash. Let's try a flashing animation. And what we'll do is we'll set our speed. 0 is the fastest, so 1 and 0 are pretty fast. About 10 is a good scroll speed. 13 to 10 is a good scroll speed for a message, for a long message. But at this point, we're not running a long message. We're just going to make this flash a couple of times, and we'll do that at speed 10 as well. You can select how long this message is or how long it holds each slide. And let's say we do a 2-second or 3-second hold. We'll go on and send this to the sign once we're still connected. It says we're connected at COM3. And we'll send that data. And then you'll be able to look. Flash 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And we're all set. Hello world. Well, thank you so much for joining our tutorial. I hope if you have any questions, check us out on the website or feel free to give us a call.